Hey there, Wargamers, Justin on page here. Today, we're going to play some Battletech. I'd like to welcome you guys back to the channel. If you are new here, please alpha strike that like and subscribe button. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back and supporting what I do. Today, I've got John out here with me again. And he has brought his Kell Hounds out, and we're going to play a game of Battletech Aces with ComStar forces versus his freshly finished Kell Hounds. Did you just finish those?
Freshly decaled.
Freshly decaled, so sort of finished Kell Hounds. So with that said, let's go ahead and transition over and we'll get into the forces. All right, so for today's forces, for the AI, we've got a ComStar level 6, and these will be no slouches. So we have got the Crockett's, the Flashman, Oldie but Goldies, the Rifleman, and the Marauder. We've got a Grasshopper, which might be one of the first times I've played with that one for this force, and a Mongoose. We will be using the AI cards as best as possible today. I wanted to field my King Crab, which would have mirrored his, but they don't have a Juggernaut card for the Battletech Aces. And just to put things in perspective right now in terms of how vicious these guys are going to be, these are all skill 2 with the exception of the Mongoose, that's a skill 3. So ComStar has fielded some pretty brutal forces today to go up against the Kell Hounds. That said, John, what have you got for us?
First row we have the Shadowhawk far left, followed by the Stinger right next to him, and then the Trebuchet up front. Middle is going to be our Catapult, the Wolverine, and back row fills out with the Archer, Marauder, and the King Crab.
So for today, in addition to, we've got technically 301 points of ComStar. For the Aces beta stuff, the points were pretty close, but not 100%. So 1 point over seems fine from AI. And then over here, John's got technically 250 points of Kell Hounds and 50 points that'll be in reserves. So this is going to be mirroring a setup that would have been functional, or will be functional for my Nova event packet. These guys aren't for sure and are a little different, but you'll be seeing one of the mechanics that'll be live at Nova here today. Alright guys, so we have deployed for the scenario today. Obviously we've got ComStar versus Kell Hounds. We've deployed 10 inches in. It's going to be a kill mission going up to turn 10 with forced withdrawal. And we've got our 2 guys in reserves. For the story we've got set up, John has broke off a lance for me to use, and he has a lance for himself to use. I'm currently going to be in charge of commanding the Shadowhawk, the Marauder, and the Wolverine. And what do you got, John?
The King Crab, Trebuchet, and the Archer.
Okay. And from our previous game, if you saw, unfortunately, when we played with the Death's Leopards, the Stinger went down really, really bad and got fired from his job. So the Kell Hounds picked him up at a steal, a real cheap steal. He's a little banged up at skill 6.
So you're back.
So I'm back in Kell Hound colors, and I'll be operating the Stinger, and the other lance mate for John will be the Catapult. The ComStar forces have caught us off guard, and our lance mates were on patrol, and they're going to be coming back to regroup on a random turn. That said, John, you want to roll and see what turn they will come in. We're going to do a D6, and that'll be the turn they come in. Watch you get a 6 here.
2.
Turn 2,
works for me.
They will come in. That is fantastic. And to get things started, we'll get initiative out of the way. So I'll be rolling for ComStar forces. You want to roll for the Kell Hounds? Here we go. ComStar got a 6. Re-rolls. ComStar got a 4.
4.
Oh, man. 3 in a row, and the battle report's over. Oh.
10.
Oh, it's so awesome that you rolled at that time.
All right, we won. Thanks for coming by.
GG, Super Pro. All right, so that means that ComStar has to go first. I did not shuffle these. So let's shuffle the cards real quick here, and then we'll see as we go. I will be explaining how the AI works to you guys once again, and to John, who has not played with against the AI deck yet. So here in front of us, we've got the sorted cards. Hopefully above you guys can see this. In the top left corner, you've got the priority number. That dictates when you go to pull a card for a unit, which one is going to go first. So the 020 is the lowest. It goes first. It's a brawler card. So we're going to be looking at our units here to see what battlefield role they have. The Flashman is the only brawler, so he will be first up to activate. So let's grab our brawler card here, and when we flip it, since he's the very first unit of the turn to activate, we will try as best we can to do the first thing listed on the card. For that, for the Flashman, he does not have jump, so we'll go to the first thing that is possible for him to do. So he's going to do a ground movement towards to get the fewest enemies in line of sight as possible. So for that, that is going to be this building here. He'll turn, and he can still see that direction towards the King Crab and whatever might come around the corner. So for you guys who are watching at home, when the AI goes, when you're making the decisions for them, You're going to choose the best situation possible for them if you are having to do a tiebreaker with what the card might say to do. And in general, when they move, you want to keep as many units in the front-facing arc as possible. So for this guy, I have the least number of units possible he can see and still forward-facing. So if he moves, he's still got targets in front of him. Had John had a unit moved that was somewhere nearest, you would prioritize that because that model cannot move out of line of sight, so it keeps this fulfilled. But in general, golden rule, try and make sure you do whatever is in the best interest of the AI. That said, John, it's going to be on to the Kell Hounds. Do you want to move a unit first, or would you like me to?
I'll go and just move one first.
Okay.
Let's get the trebuchet moving. Got 10-inch move.
And as we're going here, we'll probably be asking John a bunch of questions because he has the sheet with the stuff. So when I go to move the units that he's got me commanding, I'll probably just ask him. And what we're trying to do here is simulate two players playing against the AI. So I'm kind of controlling the ComStar because I'm familiar with it. If both players were fully familiar, then they could probably take turns or split it to make it easier. But in this case, I'm standing here, so we'll handle it. And that kind of deployed here, facing off here, because it'd be easier for me to maneuver to get to them.
All right.
On to us. All right, so next up, we're going to be looking at the other cards. We only have one brawler, so we don't have to pull another card. The next lowest for priority here is 387, and that is a sniper. We have a rifleman as a sniper, and he is one of two. So I think we go ahead and go with the Crockett, because he's a big boy, and we want the rifleman to go in a more advantageous turn. So he's not the first unit to go, so we go here. Ground movement into woods or cover from the most enemies. That is very simple. He's got a 6-inch move. So should within reason be able to get into the trees. That's actually a pretty smart move for the AI given the current circumstances. So this card will be on the Crockett. So it's on to us. Want me to move?
Yeah, go ahead and move one.
All right, what's the Shadowhawk's movement?
10 or 6 jump.
I think he's going to go seek out some cover here. He won't jump because I'm pretty sure he has got weak jump jets. So jumping is only to get outside of line of sight. So he's got Team M2, I believe.
He does.
Okay, and he's in the woods. All right, so that's going to bring us back to the ComStar. Looking at our priority here, that's going to be a skirmisher that's going to be up next with 459. We have got the Marauder that's a skirmisher, and the Grasshopper. Let's go ahead and do something different. Let's get the Grasshopper out of here. It says ground movement towards the furthest enemy you can get behind, so we can't do that. So next one, jump towards furthest enemy. Okay. I think that is probably the Archer. And the way that they have you do this is to jump or do your movements and seek cover if possible. So the Grasshopper has an 8 jump. Can't get into the woods. So I think he's going to be kind of jumping that direction. It's not the best place to be, but there was no way to get cover and jump. So the Grasshopper has a 1 team in plus 2 jumps, so 2.
We have our target.
We do have our target. He is baiting out some shots. And technically he would want to keep as much stuff in his front arc as possible, so he would turn that way, so forward facing. All right, on to the Kell Hounds.
I'll go next.
Let's do it.
I'm going King Crab to hug this building. I only got 6 inches, so I can't get behind, but I can get right here. Give myself cover from the Grasshopper. And that will be his move.
All right. So next up is going to be a Brawler, which is going to be... Flashman's already gone, so we don't have any more Brawlers. We do have a Sniper, 1 left. So let's see, Whoosh Striker. This would be helpful when we have more than 1 card. So we had Skirmisher, Grasshopper. So Skirmisher is going to be, I think, next at the lowest at 584, and that's going to be the Rifleman. No, Rifleman Sniper. Who had Skirmisher? The Marauder. So that one says, towards lowest health enemy. I think that's probably going to be a tie between the Grasshopper and the Shadowhawk.
Lowest health is going to be a tie between the Stinger and, or not the Trebuchet and the Wolverine.
Okay, so Wolverine is going to be probably the closest towards lowest health. All right, so if you've got 2 that are tied, we go to the the next one. So towards fewest enemies in line of sight. Yep. So if he goes up here to seek his cover, He has got the, I'm going to turn him a little bit, has the Shadowhawk, but nothing else that can see him, so he has fulfilled what he wants to do. And he's got a 1 team in. 1 team in. All right, on to the Kell Hounds. And my Flashman did not get his die. Or the Crockett, rather. Nope, that's Flashman. Sorry. Flashman got 1. All right, you want me to move a guy?
Yep. You got Marauder with 8-inch move and Wolverine with a 12 or 10 jump.
12 or 10 jump.
And that's regular jump jets. So he does get an extra TMM.
He's going to jump into the woods here. I think we're going to bait out some TMM. He's got a 2 TMM plus 1 for jump, so 3. All right. So next up, we have the Rifleman and the Mongoose that are still left, which is going to be a Striker and a Sniper. So our Striker number is 977, our Sniper is 617, so he takes priority. Stationary, if you have woods cover from all enemies and at least 1 enemy within line of sight, he doesn't. So next one, we jump into woods. He does not have jump jets. Into line of sight to a lowest health enemy, which he has it. Let's see.
So that'd be the Wolverine lowest health.
Yeah.
He does not have line of sight on the trebuchet unless he moves to see it.
Okay, so he already is into line of sight. Move into line of sight, and then it's toward nearest enemy, and then getting cover. So I think because I want you to prioritize getting cover, and he can.
Yep. So the hug building.
He's going to hug the building, facing forward to get cover from the Shadowhawk and the Wolverine. We're not going to be super pedantic on looking at this, folks, because we're trying to man multiple units. So things right in here will have cover. Things over there, he probably will not. And he does have a 2 TMN, which is pretty good. All right, so on to us.
All right, so we have the Archer and the Marauder left. Let's see. Archer has an 8-inch move. So we do have a Grasshopper out in the open, which is advantageous for us.
Yeah, I think he's going to get beat up pretty bad here.
I think I will move my minimum, straddle here for cover, and still get shots on the Grasshopper.
Yep. All right, that'll leave the last movement for ComStar with the Mongoose, which is a Striker. And he does not have jump. This is one of the things with the cards, because a lot of times they tell you to jump and you don't have it. Says towards highest movement enemy. Who has the highest movement on the table right now?
That would be, surprisingly, the Wolverine.
Is he not tied with anyone? Straight
Nope,
up?
he has 12 regular.
Okay, so ground movement, which is suicide for the Mongoose, I think. So he's got 16-inch move.
But TM3, correct?
TM3, yes, yeah. But he can actually seek the cover, so he would be able to get approximately there.
Not a bad move.
Keep as much in the front forward as possible, and I'm mad about black dice, so this will just be a standard move there. All right, so I think we technically got a little out of war. No, we didn't. We both have 6 because those guys are on the table. Left. Yep. So Marauder will. He's going to move. I have 8 movement on him.
Marauder has 8.
So he's going to move. He's going to notch over here, so he's got cover and can see the Grasshopper. TMM of 1. All right, so now for shooting. You want initiative. ComStar shoots first. So to make things simple, we're going to fire everything, and then we'll fire everything. I like to alternate, but with this, it's going to be a lot faster. So for priority, it's going to be the Crockett the Flashman first. Flashman says target something he can destroy. He only has 4 base damage, so there's nothing he can destroy. So next thing, the highest health he can see. Actually, to make things simple, he can only see the Wolverine, so it doesn't matter. So he's going to shoot at the Wolverine. He's skilled 2. We're at medium range. That's going to be 4. He jumps, so that's going to be 7. He's in woods, so 8s. Our crit dice are going to be the Thunderhead, and we're going to pray that I don't absolutely obliterate us with the AI. So 4 damage. Here we go. Looking for 8s. And we got 2 damage.
2 damage. 2 on the Wolverine?
Yep. So our Flashman has fired. I guess technically the priority doesn't matter much, but we'll go down the line. So the Crockett's going to target the thing with the least health, which I think is now going to be the Wolverine.
Correct.
So the Crockett, I fired with the Flashman last time, sorry, because they look the same. This is I fired with the Crockett, sorry. So we'll do the Flashman's dice, my bad, folks. They look so similar to me. So this one technically has 3. Looking for, was it 8s? 2, 4? Yep, so 8, sorry. I could do math. No damage. Pretty good. Alright. So we'll go with the Grasshopper next. He has 3 damage base. He jumps so 4, 5, 6. Make sure. The shortest range, so him. Yep, again. So 4 jump is 2. 4 is jump. Range is 6. Trees is 7. Team M3, so 10s. So 10s, 3 dice. We got 1 point of damage. He is fired. Let's go. Let's see. Next up is going to be the Marauder. He's skill 2. The only thing he can shoot is the Wolverine. So 2. We're at range medium. So 4, 5 for the trees, 8s for TMM, and he has 4 damage. So here we go. We got 2 points of damage on him.
All right. He's not feeling good.
No structure yet.
Nope.
Okay.
That was all the armor. So
Okay.
next would be structure.
Next up is going to be the Rifleman. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8s for the trees. So we got 1, 2, 3 points of damage.
On the Wolverine,
Mm-hmm.
that finishes the Wolverine.
Oof, ComStar has drawn first blood, and that'll bring us to the Mongoose. The hit says target the thing he can see with the highest movement. I think it's probably the Shadowhawk.
At this point,
What's Shadowhawk movement? 10?
it is 10.
Yeah, and the Archer and the Marauder are 8s. The
Trebuchet is 10, but he's out of sight.
Yep, can't see him. All right, so it's going to be the Shadowhawk. Our Mongoose here has the only one who's not a 2, so he's got 3. We're at medium range. That's going to be 4. Through woods 5. His team M is 2, so 7s. All right, here we go, Mongoose. 2 points of damage.
Shadowhawk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, so ComStar is done firing. Now it's going to be on to the Kell Hounds. And what order do we want to shoot?
Well, let's go and get the Wolverine back since he's going to die.
Yeah.
Also, overheat 1 with him,
Yep.
too.
Yep, makes sense.
He's got skill 4, 3 shots, but plus 1 overheat is going to be 4 shots. So you have 4 shots on
Oh,
him.
it is me.
Yep.
Sorry, so you said skill 4?
Skill 4,
So-
overheat 1.
He jumped, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to have our black and red Wolf Dragoon's dice be the crit. I'm going to crit his face off, John.
Go for it.
You ready? Here we go. So 10s. That would have been awesome. We did get 1 point of damage on the Grasshopper. Good. All right, what's up next?
Let's go ahead and I believe the Trebuchet has no shot.
Correct.
He does have IF1, but
Who wants to be the spotter?
exactly. I think I'd rather.
Yeah, IF1's probably not worth it.
No,
Yep.
it's not. So I'm just going to clear him because he
Okay.
can't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and do King Crab. I'll do King Crab on the Grasshopper. He's
Yep.
got 4 shots, skill 3,
So
4.
3, 4, 5, 6, 9s.
Yep.
No, sorry, 8s.
8.
So, folks, for the math, so 4, we're range medium, so 6. Trees is 7, 8, 9 for TMM.
All right, my crit remains the red BRD dice.
Yep.
Let's see.
It's going to be one of them games, John.
What, I need 8s?
So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9s. That was a
Yep,
miss. Cool.
All right. So Shadowhawk. What's his stats?
He's got skill 3, 2 shots.
2 shots. Red Wolf Dragoons are crit. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a much better roll. I'm happy with that. We got 1 point of damage. All right, Grasshopper. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and shoot with the Marauder and let you finish out with the Archer at the end of the turn. What's my damage value?
3.
3.
Yep.
Skill 3?
Skill 3.
So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7s. I'm liking these 7s a lot better. Not want to roll double 1s, but I'll take the 2 damage on him.
Yep.
Okay, so he's got 3 armor left. It's on you.
I got the Archer left, skill 2,
Yep.
3 shots. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, he's skill 2.
Yes.
Nice. Oh my god, you rolled 2 3s.
I got 1 hit.
Oh man, this is something. All right, so we're going to be going into the cleanup step here. All right.
Turn 2, we get reinforcements, though.
We do. Turn 2, we indeed
We apparently need them.
yes, we do. I mean, technically they had 50 more points on the table than we did, so that will help out as well. So the cleanup with this is a little slightly time consuming because we've got to move these cards out of the way. So double sniper. I'm going to put them face down so that I know what the piles are so that I can pick them up later for reshuffling, because with the ComStar units having duplicates of 2 of them, we'll probably need it. All right, so for initiative, ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's going into turn 2. We got a 4.
4.
Here we go again. We got a 5.
12.
Crit. All right,
That was a wasted
so
one.
we go first. Technically, Kell Hounds have 7 models, 7 activations, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 6, 7, we'll get this correct now, and 6 for the ComStar. All right, so of the cards that are face up right now, we have 051, 890, 75, or 575, and 952. So the skirmisher is going to be up first. Our 2 skirmishers are the Grasshopper and the Marauder. So I think we go Grasshopper first. He's the first activation for the turn. Says to jump up to 12 from nearest enemy and woods cover from most enemies. Jump to 12 from the nearest. Can he make it? What's the jump on the Grasshopper? He has an 8. So he can absolutely get within 8 of them and have some cover. So he's jumping to here. Forward facing as best as possible. And I'm just knocking over everything. Knocking over everything. Alright, so they've moved 5 and he jumped. So team M2. Kell Hound's turn.
We have reinforcements.
So just they'll come in from the table edge.
You want to deploy?
Yeah. I'll bring a stinger. What's my movement?
You want to take him last since he's got the high movement? His movement's almost 12 jumps.
12. Yeah, well, I'll go. Hey. So 12. He going hoppity off of my property. And
So is it from our 10-inch deployment and then he moves at 12?
from the table edge. So
From
he's
the
like
table
walking
edge.
on.
Gotcha.
So we'll go to here. I think for the most part, most stuff's probably gonna be firing through the woods for
Is he
our
jumping?
stinger. Yeah. He's gonna be. If I don't jump, he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So on to us now. Next up is going to be the next skirmisher, which is going to be the Marauder. It says stationary if any enemies within 24 in line of sight with 1 TMM or less. So nothing's within line of sight. So next up, going to woods recover from most enemies. Okay. There he goes. Sometimes it does make sense for what they're doing. So that is the Marauder. They're down to 4. And it's on us.
All right. I'll bring in the catapult.
Okay.
He's got 8-inch move with jumps. Oh, Grasshopper's right there.
Yeah. The thing that's interesting with the AI is that like the Grasshopper has jump jet, so it's adding to his TMM, and it actually had him jumping into wood, so it like baits out some shots. Sometimes AI makes smart moves, sometimes it's stupid.
So get right there to have that cover.
And that's
And
technically
decent shots.
Grasshopper's card. Normally we'd cover up the bottom. John's over there not reading, hopefully, what they're going to target, so
No.
it doesn't much matter. So next up for priority, we're done with our skirmishers. So striker, brawler, sniper, that's going to be brawler next. Who do we have that is a brawler? That is going to be our flashman, and actually it's just flashman. So flashman is up. And stationary if no enemies within 16, at least 1 enemy within line of sight. Nothing within line of sight. Go into woods or cover. Okay. Everything is just going into the woods. The oddity in this, or the hilarity to me, is that this is probably what John or I would be doing. We probably would be using the woods.
Well,
to
with
our
a skill 2, that's a smart choice.
Yep. Yep. Okay, on to us.
I will move my trebuchet, actually,
Okay.
to get cover and shots on the Grasshopper.
Oh, yeah, 100%. The tricks. All right, so that is going to leave us with, I think it's the sniper we have 2 of and the skirmisher we have 2 of, which are done. Next lowest in priority is going to be the striker, which is at 890, and that is going to be the mongoose. John, I'm going to read this off and let you do the movement on him. He's on your side of the table. He doesn't have jump, so ground movement towards the lowest health enemy. And I think that's the stinger.
That is. So, what's his movement?
He has a 16-inch move. When you move him, he's going to seek cover whenever possible, so he's probably going to go for the woods, and position himself as advantageous as possible to make the most enemies in his firing arc and limit what we could reasonably get behind him. So like you wouldn't have his firing arc that way with him knowing these dudes could still move.
Yeah. So then, right about here.
Yep.
It's probably.
He would probably turn just if the trebuchet can't see him, he's okay.
He can't get his rear arc.
Okay, cool. So we got that, and his TMM is a 3, I believe. Mongoose is a 3. Boom. All right. Now that's on the Kell Hounds. So we've got for ComStar left the Rifleman and the Crockett.
Do you want to?
Yeah, I'll move. You've been moving stuff. Shadowhawk. He's skill 4?
Shadowhawk is skill 3.
3. What's his damage at short?
2/1.
What's his size?
He is 2.
Size 2. You know what? Just for the lulz, he's going to try and punch him on the rear. Just because it'll be funny, and the mongoose can't fire back at me. And I think we are outside of short range on the grasshopper. Just because I think it'll be interesting.
Okay. I believe so.
Yeah.
Actually, no, you're in short range.
Whatever. We done it. We're going to take it. All right. That was not strategic, John. I think we can weather at least one hit. All right, so that was one movement. We have to move another because we outnumber. How many? What do we have left that hasn't moved?
We have 3 left. Archer, King Crab, and Marauder.
Okay, so that was at the start of the turn we had 4, so we have to move one more because we had double the ComStar forces. So one more.
Don't like his mongoose being as free as he wants to be around here.
Yeah, I think he is going to be free to die.
So there we go. Got cover from him, and nothing else can see the King Crab.
And the Kell Hounds won initiative, correct?
They did.
So we'll do this, and now we'll do double next turn, but we won't move 2 because we get the last activation. So we're down to 1. That leaves our Crockett, which is a sniper, and our Rifleman, which is a sniper. So 952. We're going to go with the Crockett first. Stationary if only one enemy is in line of sight, and he's got multiples. Stationary if you have woods cover from all enemies, and I do. So he's stationary. Who'd have thunk it? Alright, so that is the Crockett. And it is on you.
Alright, so we got Archer and the Marauder.
I'm going to reposition these so they're in a row. So we have Marauder, Crockett, and Flashman.
Archer's got 8 move. Don't like that firing line over there at all.
No, it's like the AI sometimes is funny. This is some shit that you or I would do in a tournament against each other. And we're just like, blap. That or the water.
So this building's going to keep myself a little off of their radar.
Yep.
Line up right behind here, get my little conga line going. So they can't see me, and I can see the mongoose and the grasshopper.
Alright, so, and this was technically turn 2. We'll just put this
right there.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And it's a 10-sided die, so it goes away.
Fair enough. Alright, so that means the last one is going to be our Rifleman. Stationary if no enemies within 12 and at least one enemy within line of sight. So I'm pretty sure he could see the Shadowhawk or the Dudekins there. So no bueno.
Marauder?
Yes, right. We have one. He's our last guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. So
I think if you line up here, you can get straight shots on the grasshopper.
he's in the cover already.
And it prevents shots from them, though.
Yeah.
They're going to kill something.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Something's dying. So we'll go there just to guarantee we don't have to try and split hairs on who could see what. Okay, so we shoot first. John, we're going to start with the mongoose. It's not the exact priority order, but we're going to do it. So his priority target is going to be something he can destroy. Actually, it's going to have to be something he can actually shoot. So he does 2 damage. He can't necessarily kill that, and then low his health. So it's going to be the stinger regardless.
Yep.
All right, so our mongoose has skill 3. Stinger jumped, so 6s. You want to make the dice rolls here? So 2 damage. Just call out what the crit is.
2 damage. Crit will always be the red DRD die.
Okay. So 1 point of damage on the stinger. You're like, yeah, I rolled bad.
Yeah.
All right, so he is done. All right, so Grasshopper says, shoot the thing he can destroy. He can destroy the stinger. I jumped, so his skill is 2. He jumped, so 4, 5, 6 for range,
So
9 for that, and 10 if it goes through the woods.
Yep. Okay. So 10s.
He has 3 damage, and it does not say to overheat, so 3 10s. Nothing.
No.
Okay.
Not bad roll, but not
bad rolls. All right, so we'll come over to my half of the table here. We're going to go with who's got the lowest damage? Actually, it's 4, 4, and 4, and 3. So we'll go ahead and do the Flash Man. It says target the thing he can destroy. That is definitely probably going to be the Stinger.
Yeah. Tough shot, though.
Yeah, it's going to be long range. Does he have long range damage? He does not. So then that would bring him to
the Shadowhawk.
Yep, the Shadowhawk. Yep. So Flash Man has a 2. Or sorry, it'll be medium range. Sorry, 3. So 2, 4 for range, 5, 6, 7 for the trees. Jeez. So here we go. Looking for 7s. 2 points of damage on the Shadowhawk. And that'll be fired for the Flash Man. Let's go ahead and go into the Crockett. It's probably going to be the same thing. Can destroy because the Stinger's just outside of range, so it's going to be 4 dice this time. 2, range is 4, trees is 5, TMM is 7. Here we go. So it's 5, 7, 7. So 3 damage.
Structure.
Ugh, poor Shadowhawk. Just getting blasted. We got a 6.
6 was...
Oh. Hang on. That's 1 more point of damage because he was stationary, and I had rolled a 6.
So 7 damage, and the 6 is a weapon hit.
Okay. So he's fired. I had these tokens, and then I forget. So, all right. So Rifleman, you'll be up next. Actually, no. Let's do the Marauder because I feel like that would be the strategy. So it's also going to be 7s because he didn't move. So 2, 4 for range, 5, 6, 7. He's got 4 damage. So 7s. I think the Shadowhawk is toast. Yeah, that's 4 more damage. All right, so Shadowhawk dead. Yeah, the high skills on these, or low skills as it were, is rough. And then Rifleman, his next target is going to be the Stinger. That is what he can actually see. That's going to be a long range shot. So 2, he was stationary, so 1. Long range is going to be 5 total. He's going through woods, so 6, 9s for TMM, and he's only got 2 damage at long range, which is going to make the Stinger very happy. No damage. All right, so it is on to our stuff. What do we?
What the Shadowhawk?
Yeah.
Croaks. He's got 2 damage. He's still gonna punch the back.
We're gonna punch him. Yep. So my skill is 3. His TMM is I think Mongoose should have 3. So I need 6s. Yeah, almost crit. So 3 points of damage on the Mongoose. All right, where you at? So 1, 2, 3. He's got no armor. Walked up and kicked him. All right.
He fell on him, actually.
How much damage does Stinger do at short range?
Stinger short range is 1.
Oh, I was going to try and finish him. All right, what you want to do?
I guess we can do shots.
You know what? Let me.
I can do King Crab on the Mongoose. That's all I can see.
Yes, that's fair. That's fair. Do the thing.
All right, so he's got 4 shots. Skill 3, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for the need 9s.
Let's see, 2, at least 1. Yep, so 1 point damage. That is going to be a structure hit. Give me a crit roll.
Let's go.
7. You would have won with the table last time.
Alright, 7 is MP hit.
Alright, so he is enforced to draw, and his movement is down to an 8. Alright.
That was King Crab.
We'll go ahead and take the shots with the Stinger here. His skill is 6, right? 8 for jumping, 9 for woods, 12s.
You got a crit.
12s. Thunderhead, give it to me, give it to me. Oh, look, guys, JK, quick cut. Just kidding. All right. Your rifleman or your archer and catapult have shots on the grasshopper, right?
Yep, as well as the trebuchet.
Yep. So let the marauder take the shots of the mongoose because you can focus everything into that guy and not waste the 1 point of damage on him. So the marauder at medium range has 3 or 4 for yours.
Marauder medium is going to be 3 shots.
3. Skill 3.
Skill 3.
So 3. Medium range is 2, so 5. Woods is 6. 9's from TMM. We'll see 1 9 here. Not a single 9. My goodness. All right. Well, we tried to strategize our way through it. It's on you.
I'll do trebuchet on grasshopper. That's the only shot he has. So we'll start with that. He's got 2 shots. Skill 3. No,
3.
skill 4.
So
4,
4.
5, 6, 7, 8,
9 for the woods. Yep.
No.
Even half our problems not be able to hit.
Yeah, that's definitely it. Catapult on the grasshopper. I got 3 shots. Skill 3. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep. You can do it. I have faith in you.
Got 1.
You got 1. All right, grasshopper. He has 1 point of armor left.
Archer.
Sterling.
He's got 3 shots as well. Skill 2.
So 7.
Yep. 1, 2, 3 hits.
Boom, boom, boom.
Morgan Kell doing work.
Yep. All right. So you got me. Give me a crit roll. Plus
4.
So I think that's MP.
4 is fire control.
Fire control. All right. So he is now down to a normal skill of a 4. Anything else to shoot?
It's trebuchet. I
think that's everything.
Yep.
All right. So on to clean up here. Let's get our tokens out of the way.
Losing 1 per round.
I mean, yeah, with the AI having skill 2s, that's the thing. Also, when I played against them, that was pretty much standard for what I was dealing with too, because it gave all of them skill 2. The other thing is this doesn't scale well, so you can't really field a bunch of little cheap ones because it's too much stuff to have to micromanage. All right, so our mongoose is in forced withdrawal, so whatever he pulls card-wise, it's not going to matter other than seeking cover. We still have 6 units on the table. What do we got for the Kell Hounds?
Kell Hounds, we have 6. No, we have 6.
6. All right. So we are tied for that. Ready for some initiative?
Let's do it.
3.
7.
All right. ComStar goes first again. All right. So what do we got for priority order? That's going to be a striker at 505, and that's going to be the mongoose. He's at half movement, so he has got an 8. So he's going to walk directly towards our table edge. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's here. So it'll be about 5 and then 3. So there. It's the best that he can do. And yeah, sprinting wouldn't help him get anywhere for cover. So that is what he's going to have to deal with. It is on you.
All right.
The firing line in the back was smart, and then we put 2 guys. The AI put 2 guys into the meat grinder, this is the kill box.
Yeah, with a skill like that, it's hard to hit.
I mean, them being lined up was good, but they put them in the kill box. I guess it baits out shots, but you weren't really shooting these dudes anyway.
Because they still have to move too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that being the case, let's go ahead and move the catapult.
All right, next up for the AI is going to be a brawler, and that is going to be the Flashman. Flashman. Stationary if no enemies within 12 and at least 1 enemy within line of sight with TMM 1 or less. So he has got the Stinger in line of sight, but he hasn't moved. So generally they're going to prioritize doing things where stuff can't move out, and that would move him out of line of sight, so he would go to the next thing. Into woods are covered for most enemies, which he has. I don't think there's anything else opportunistic he could do. Towards biggest threat enemy, I think that's probably going to be his priority because That's moved. Stinger moves. You can get everything out of line of sight. So I think moving towards the biggest threat is going to make the most sense, which is probably going to be kind of this direction to try and get a little cover, but still have fields of fire. Otherwise, if he sits back, because he doesn't have long-range damage, he's not going to be able to actually do anything. So it makes the most sense to go to that. All right, on the Kell Hounds. You want me to move to Stinger?
I'll move the trebuchet.
Okay. Okay. So we've had that guy went, and the Flashman went. All right, so we have still got the Crockett, the Grasshopper, the Rifleman, and the Marauder. We've got Brawler already done. So the next lowest is going to be Sniper at 848. Let's go ahead and do the Crockett. Stationary if no enemies within line of, or within 18, at least 20 enemies within line of sight. Okay, he can see the trebuchet, so he will remain stationary. If only the Stinger was there, he would have gone to movement, but the trebuchet can't move out of sight, so he would still be able to fire. All right, it's on you.
Or me.
I can move this Marauder up.
Yeah, let's do something.
Who do you think we're going to target?
I mean, the Grasshopper's still sitting there.
He hasn't moved yet.
Well, we can target the Flashman.
I can move up, and it will put me in line of sight of Flashman and Rifleman, but I will have cover.
Rifleman's not moved yet.
He hasn't, but I'll still be able to see him. So at least if I move up...
So Crockett's stationary for the turn?
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep, so if I do that, I can get up enough to see the Crockett and the Rifleman and have some cover.
Okay. I'll do the same thing with King
Actually, he's going to have to move forward more like this. Yeah, because my head was above, but not enough for true line of sight. So he'll go there, team him of 1. And now it is on to the ComStar. Next up is going to be Sniper again, because it's got the lowest priority. So it's the Rifleman. He does not have jump. Go towards most allies in line of sight facing most enemies. Yes, so he's already got them facing most enemies. He's already facing... Yep, so I think he's going to end up being stationary because he's already got cover. I guess he could technically move into the trees. That would be a legal move for what it says to do. He would have cover, and he wouldn't be stationary. So I think that is going to make sense for him. All right, on to the Kelly.
I'll do the King Crab to get line of sight of the Flashman.
Oh, okay, this one. Yep. Cool. All right, so our snipers are done, our brawlers are done, our strikers done. So it's our skirmishers, which is going to be the Marauder and the Grasshopper. So Grasshopper will go probably last. I think it's going to make no sense for the strategy for these guys. So up here, it doesn't have jump towards highest movement enemies. So it's going to be Stinger, and he would seek cover. So he would pretty much just go to here because he can get cover from most things. Not from the Marauder, but most... Actually, would that actually... makes sense. Could he actually get cover? Because he would want to prioritize cover from... Actually...
He could jump on this edge.
He didn't have jump.
Oh, he could move that edge, though, couldn't he?
So, yeah. So, he's not going to have enough move. I think that's probably the best bet. Could he actually position that to where he would have cover for me? No. See, this is one of those where, it's tough. So if he moves out, he's not going to be able to prioritize cover from enemies, which would make it not make sense. And then he's got into woods and most enemies, and then towards nearest enemy. So all that's going to be the same. Yeah, I think... What's your movement? You got an 8. Oh, it does have jump. Disregard. It does have jump. Sorry. I didn't realize that Marauder had jump. So jump if the highest movement enemy has not yet moved into woods or cover from... Okay. So he jumps in place. That makes sense. We went through all that for him to jump. Okay, that's the Marauder. We got one left, which is a Grasshopper. I'm not used to Marauders having jump. I didn't even realize I picked one that did. All right, you want me to do the Stinger?
I can do the Archer drive line of sight on the Flashman only, so you can...
Yeah, because all these are sitting here, so it doesn't much matter. Okay. And that'll be us, and that's going to be the Grasshopper, which is a skirmisher. So ground move to 18 from the nearest enemy. So it would not be the Stinger, because the Stinger has not moved. So that is approximately ish 10. Could you measure to the king crab?
$11.
Okay. So it's going to be a ground move towards the trebuchet. And we have an 8, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, so 5. And he'll go 3, and he would seek cover, so something about like that. And he's in the water, which gives obscurity because it's depth 1. So he's got a 1, but plus the trees. Okay, that's on to the stinger. What are you thinking strategy-wise? Where do we go with him?
Yeah, that's a tough one because they basically ignore his TMM with their skills.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to jump. He jumps into woods and does what he needs to do.
Can you make a jump behind the grasshopper?
What's this jump, 16?
No, it's 12.
Yeah, 12, so 12's there. And then if I get in short range of the grasshopper, he might just kill him. Yep. I mean, the one thing it's going to do, we can hide him, or we can use him to bait out shots that aren't going to just nuke one of these guys.
We could have him soak up shots. I mean, he's gotten pretty lucky so far.
Yeah, so I can't get behind the mongoose.
Because they'll probably target something they can kill. So that kind of puts him in the crosshairs.
Yeah, I mean, I could jump into the edge of the woods to get shots on the mongoose outside of range, short range, and he's going to get baited for shots. He's got TMM 2 base?
He has TMM 2, yeah.
2 base, 3 with the jump, 4 in the woods. That's about the best we got. He's going to be the hardest thing on our side of the table to hit. But if they hit him, he's dead. But,
right.
I mean, I feel like he doesn't do a lot of damage. I think at this point, we bait out shots so our heavy hitters don't die. So he'll jump.
In 1 turn, yeah.
Yep, and he's got a 3. And we pray for the best.
He might save a life.
All right, so let's go over here and we fire first. We'll start with the grasshopper going down. So he's going to target the thing with the lowest TMM that he can see, and that would be the trebuchet. All right, John, so he's nearest to your stuff, and you got some dice, so let's get you rolling.
Well, he can see the catapult, and it has 1 TMM. Trebuchet has 2.
That is true. What's the range on the catapult?
It's going to be medium, I believe. It's medium range.
All right, fair enough. All right, so medium range. He has got skill 4, 5, 6, 7 for trees, 8 for building, 9 for TMM. So you've got 3 damage.
All right. Let's see how it shakes. Said 9s?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Yeah, you did 2 damage to yourself.
That's great.
See, now I'm getting you to start rolling
That's
dice.
par for the course.
Yeah. You can't hit them, but when you roll for them, you can hit yourself.
So I can hit myself.
All right, let's go get the mongoose out of the way. Targets the things he can destroy. And that would be the best possible option would be the stinger. And even then, if it wasn't, the next thing would be health, which is the stinger. All right, so mongoose has got a 3 skill, medium range is going to be 5 through trees is 6, 9's on the stinger. You want to make some rolls?
How many?
2, sorry.
2 shots.
Good job. You did it. I've never been so excited to roll bad. All right.
Like no 6s.
All right. So let's go ahead and go into the Flashman. It is can destroy. All right. So I'm gonna have you do some more rolls. So he's got 3 damage, skill 2, 4 for range, 5 for trees, 8s. So 3 look for 8s.
Oh,
You killed him.
2 hits.
Oh man. Oh.
Actually, no, he's not dead.
Has he got 1 life
He's
left?
got 1 left.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a structure, though.
Oh, go ahead and get the crit roll. He's in force withdrawal at the very least.
9. No crit.
Okay.
Blew right through him.
All right. Do you want me to make rolls? Or do you want to keep trolling along?
You know, it don't matter. Let's just do it.
Ooh, hold up. That was the Flashman that shot. Roll 1 more pair of dice because it actually says on here to use OV. Okay. So
Good.
he's got a heat on him, so we know. All right. So you told me to roll now.
Sure, why not?
All right, so we'll go with the Marauder. The Marauder jumped, so he is skill 2, 4 for jumping, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we got...
What model is that Marauder with the jump?
that is the 5D. These are not all the ones that are listed for ComStar in the master unit list. I had to just sort by units so that I can get ones with the correct unit roles that actually work for ComStar to field it to play the game.
now you're
So
rolling good,
1, 2 on the Stinger.
Yeah, Stinger's dead.
Oh man! All right, so we're gonna go over to the Crockett. He targets the thing he can destroy. Everything he can see is at full health. So the highest TMM he can see, they're all actually no. He can see the trebuchet, I think.
Yep.
So that is going to be target priority for him. So it's going to be long range because the Crockett have long range. He does. It does not nick the woods, and I've got him on this side of the building. Unfortunately for the treb. All right, so he's got a 2 skill. He was stationary, so 1. We're at long range, so 5. And 7s for your TMM. And we have 3 pairs of dice. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Here's the 7s. I'm just going to crit his face off. I didn't, but 3 damage.
Oh,
Because why wouldn't we do that? And then, how much life does he have now?
he has 1 armor, 4 structure.
Okay. So he can't destroy anything. He's 1 armor, 4 structure. If he's in medium, that is a thing. Is that over him? Nope. Okay, so it's going to go to the next thing. It's going to be the lowest TMM, which it's tied. So the next thing is no cover. They all have cover, except for the trebuchet. So that's going to be his shots. 2, 4 for range, 8s. And he's only got 2. Oh, no, sorry. We're at long range. 2, 6 for range. Did I do it right? I did it right the first time.
Yeah.
Okay. So 8s. Here we go. Sorry, trebuchet. 1 point of damage. Almost 2. We're rolling like a champ when we're rolling for them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That is the ComStar forces.
That's enough. Should we do the Stinger first?
Yeah.
Since he's a goner.
I kind of feel like he just throws the Hail Mary at the yeah, he's got to throw the Hail Mary at the Grasshopper because he's not going to hit that one.
Go for it.
All right, so
box cars.
medium range, he's a 6. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 12.
Yeah, box cars. Let's go.
Oh my god. The dice gods are not making this battle report any more interesting. Stinger is down. All right. So
I'll do trebuchet on the Grasshopper. I've got 2 shots. Skill 4, so 4.
We're short range or no?
I don't know. We are.
Okay.
So 4, 6s.
So you're at your skill 4.
Mm-hmm.
5, 6 is building obscuring.
Yeah, 7s.
Okay. Gotta give him every chance you can get. You got 1. Yeah, the other one mattered anyway. So Grasshopper, he is going to be a forced withdrawal now. Go ahead and give me a crit roll.
Oh boy. We actually might get a kill.
Mm-hmm. 7s.
7 is MP hit, of course.
Yep. So he is down to a 4 move. He's forced withdrawal. Walk off the table and don't go anywhere. All right. How are we feeling with the other 3?
I do King Crab on the flashbang. That's how I
Yep.
position him.
Yep. Because they can't see enough of you. And the flashman does not have enough to be obscured, I don't think. So.
Let's see. Is that over his base?
No, you're just out.
Right there?
Yes.
Right. That has long range.
Okay.
I still have 4 shots. Long range, so 3, 7, 8.
Yep.
8s.
That's not bad for a long range shot.
No,
honestly.
it's not actually.
Yeah, not too bad.
All right, 4 shots. Let's do something.
Blast the flash man. You got 3, I think.
2. Need 8s.
Oh, yeah, you got that right there.
Yep. There's 2. That's a.
Oh, okay, my bad. I thought that was that. Yeah. Okay, so 2.
2 hits.
Chirp. Burp, burp. Okay.
We got Marauder, Catapult, and Archer left.
So Marauder can see the Rifleman and the Crockett.
Archer is lined up on only the flashbang, so I can take that shot.
I think the Marauder could probably see. I think he's got shots on these 3. I think the Rifleman can because he can see like half of you.
Mm-hmm.
So you have targets here. The Flashman is out, not necessarily open. but he's closest and he's been damaged. But these two are also there. The Marauder can't see the Flashman, so
No,
you could target any of these three. You could let me shoot first if you want, and then you can do it.
Yep.
I think he's going to go for the Crockett because the Crockett didn't move. Because that's just best odds at hitting something. Because that Marauder's going to have a +3 essentially because of the woods and the jump.
Skill 3, 3 shots.
3, 4, 5, 6. So,
Not bad.
yep. Come on, Mr. Goons, give me a crit. We need it. Give me a crit. We need it. 1 damage.
Good job.
6s. We needed a below average roll.
You get a sticker.
Yeah, here's your sticker for being bad.
All right.
So the irony is, I'm going to show it to them, I'm going to show you the card. So there's how much damage we've done to the Crockett. You want to see?
Not really.
It's absolute insane. Look how much HP he's got.
So, Flashman.
Just in this scenario.
Archer on a Flashman.
Yeah.
3 shots. Skill 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5s?
You said your skill 2, 3, 4,
Yes.
5. Is he got any obscurity from the building?
He's got quarters obscurity.
Okay, yep, so 6.
1. We're defeating ourselves, guys.
Yes, we are.
We're just beating ourselves.
I mean, that is the thing. We either win together or lose together. Catapult?
Yeah, catapult. I'm going to target the...
You might be able to see. Well, actually, I can only see like your top of your head, not you.
Yeah.
I can't see more than a third. So, like, I think.
Oh, grasshopper.
Yeah, I mean, I think all these are questionable if
Yeah,
they could hit you.
grasshopper.
Yeah, because this is basically like almost a hit you, then almost
4,
obscures you.
5, 6, 7, 8.
So you had 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 because he's in that. And he's firing through trees.
And he's got 3 shots.
He's still 3?
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 8s. I counted as a 4, so you were at 8s.
1.
Man, we had a decent roll there too. So crit roll.
5 is no crit.
I like how we both looked and we just knew it was kind of like half cocked. We were like, that's a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen that enough. It's like, it's not worth it. We're not arguing. It's 5. We
Like,
both
oh,
literally
no.
knew. Yeah. I would have laughed if you had rolled box cards right there. You're like, oh shit. Is that what you rolled? That would have been funny.
That was a 7.
Okay.
Alright.
So is that all the shooting?
No. Catapult, marauder shot.
Okay. So we're in cleanup. Stinger, once again, Justin here as a mech warrior has failed.
1 per turn. Keeping that pace.
I mean, he is keeping the pace, but also like I've failed to do anything with stingers. Not a good thing. All right, so during cleanup here, we'll make sure we leave the heat on the Flashman because he has got that. That's going to slow him down and lower his or increase his skill or his chance to hit. Striker, skirmisher, brother, sniper. Okay. Well, we have succeeded in winning an initiative.
We could almost bait them out if we were playing smart by hiding our guys behind the buildings, and they'd be forced to move forward.
We could.
But we're also not cowards.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to shoot stuff. Do we want to spend like 4 turns making this? Like, are we playing a video game where we're trying to bait them? Or are we trying to fight stuff?
No, we're fighting stuff.
Yeah, like
It's
I mean,
not well. We're beating
yeah.
ourselves.
All right. So initiative turn. You already turned the dice.
Yeah.
Turn 4. 5, 6.
3.
Oh, ComStar wins initiative. So they still have 6 to what do we got? 5.
Yeah.
Oh man. To be fair, this does feel fluffy if ComStar's been sent in to put down Merc Company.
All right.
Also, let's take a moment for remembrance here to talk about how 75% of my lance is dead, and yours isn't.
Because by the rules, they're easiest to kill.
Yeah, that's funny.
All right.
Ha ha ha! Ja 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 ja!
Ja. I hate that so much.
Yeah, it's really funny.
All right, I'm gonna move the king crab.
Would you like here? So I only have line of sight on a little bit, so let me move here. Because that'll give you King Crab, who has limited movement, some opportunities. We'll go for cover, reasonable this direction, and that will at least pull them out.
And they have to move to this turn, right?
No.
To it back on even terms.
So it's 4 to 6 right now. They have to outnumber us by double.
Okay.
So at some point we will move 2. All right. Actually, they might not because they want initiative. I'll keep track of the thing. All right. So the lowest thing we've got here is going to be a brawler at 135. That's going to be the Flashman. Flashman, what you doing? It says to jump. He does not have jump. Ground movement to lowest health enemy is if lowest health enemy is further than 24 towards lowest health enemy. Okay. Who's got the least amount of health?
It's going to be the Trebuchet.
Okay. And it's probably lowest health enemy is further than 24.
He is further than 24.
Okay. So he will go ground movement towards him. Not going to be the smartest thing decision that he has made.
I think they'll be okay.
Yeah, so you can't quite get into the water because he's got a slower movement. So he'll go there. Keep on. All right. On you. Oh, boy. Stupid Flashman. He's about to be real, real dumb.
Actually, in the skirt, so I don't have to shoot through cover. Get a better shot.
Okay, I'm going to put so I can do this a little faster, we're going to put the brawler card over him because we only have one brawler. Next up, lowest thing we have is the sniper, which we have for the sniper, that is going to be our rifleman and our Crockett. Let's go ahead and do the Crockett. Crockett, what are we doing? What's the cards have in store for us? It says to jump, we do. If any enemies within 12 to 18 from all is nope. On to highest elevation. Which here's going to be there. Which honestly, that makes sense. He's jumping to here, and they're
on the offense. They're pushing. So
he can see more stuff. So his team is 1. He jumps, so 2. Okay. Down to 4, and we were at 3, so now 2 after this one.
This AI is tough.
Yes.
I might start playing with the cards myself.
Yeah. I think it's super interesting. Because this is brutal. I barely won in my second game against the J Falcons, and I lost the first one. So, all right, be on to them.
Trebuchet. Yeah. Smooth helm.
Okay. That leaves the next for priority is going to be a skirmisher, which for skirmishers we have the Grasshopper and the Marauder. So we'll do Grasshopper first.
They go 2 now because they double us, right?
Yes, correct. So where most enemies in line of sight. So he's got that. And he would seek cover. So I think he just moves to have team.
Grasshopper is in forced withdrawal, though.
Yes, sorry. Whoops. You got me on that one. Because I can't remember. His MP was cut in half, so he's got a 4. He was going to be moving at half speed, so that'll be 1, 2, and about there. Correct. Okay, so TMM is... Actually, you know what? No, it does say ground movement, so it didn't say to jump. Okay, here we go. And his TMM is a 1. So next up for priority is going to be Sniper, which will be our Rifleman. And he says ground movement to 24 from nearest enemy. That
should be the Marauder. He's nearest to him.
Yep. All right, so he has a 10 move, so 1, 2. So basically like 8. And he could go to cover here from the Marauder, I believe. I'm just going to turn him so it's easy. He might have to notch out a little bit. Okay, something like that. And that'll be 2 team in for him. And just there. So, boom. So, Kell Hounds on you.
It's just smart tactics. They're actually pushing together, and they have all that armor.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
All right. I will move my catapult. Got 8 jump. I'm not going to jump, but I will move 6 and 2 right here. Give me cover against the Flashman.
Yep. And technically we outnumber by 2, but the ComStar forces 1 initiative, so they'll move 1, then Kell Hounds, and then we get the last activation.
Yep.
So the next up is going to be Skirmisher for priority. Ground movement towards furthest enemy you can get behind. Nope. Jump towards furthest enemy.
Who is it?
It's the Marauder. And I feel like those are probably about equal.
On distance?
Yeah.
Oh, that you can see?
Yes. Well, it says towards furthest enemies.
This is the furthest enemy.
From him?
Yep.
Put it to his base.
Furthest away.
Sure. because I feel like he's not at a straight angle. So yeah, it probably is because of that one. Yep. Okay. And is there a way for him to get cover while doing that? He's an 8-inch jump.
Not necessarily.
Because that's not going to fit fully in there. So he could jump to here, and he would be towards you and get cover from the building. Okay. Which he's going to get shots, but cover from him, that's probably the best possible outcome. So he jumps, so that is going to be a 2 TMM for the jump. And it's on you. And our last one will be the archer. Little guy in Bongoose.
Shift over. Get myself good shots on the Flashman.
That is the skirmisher. I think I moved the wrong card. Yep, sniper. So that was his.
Alright, and he's on withdrawal as well, is he?
Yes. So striker. He doesn't have jump, so it doesn't much matter. And his movement is in half, so he's going to have an 8. And most direct route currently is going to be approximately probably that way. And yeah, so we get about right there. Okay.
We got this.
I mean, we do. Maybe. We'll see if we get some luck on our side. So his team is 3, and he is in the water. The Flashman. Where's your dice, Flashman? This striker. Oh, that's yours. He's team of 1. All right. So, Kell Hounds, shoot first.
Yes, we do. I'll do the King Crab on the Flashman.
Mm-hmm.
So I got 4 shots. Skill 3. So 3, 4, 5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
Let me roll 4s.
That's pretty good.
That's 4 hits.
Yep. Flashman, 1, 2, 3, 4. He is out of armor. Okay.
Do the Trebuchet on Flashman. 2 shots. Skill 4. 4, 5, 6.
YouTube land, I apologize if you're hearing the decided to mow while we're filming, so you're going to hear some stuff. I'm sorry.
Yep. So the medium. So
Who's shooting at?
the Flashman.
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Got
1.
So good crit roll.
Alright, so return the tide. 3. Engine hit.
Cool. Alright.
I still have the Trebuchet and
Good trebuchet.
the catapult and the archer.
Yep, so I think I'm going to take a quick shot here. Marauder into the Flashman.
Now, do you want to see if I can finish? Because I have shots lined up with him on the Flashman. You might have better shots on the Marauder with no cover if I can finish off the Flashman.
Okay, yeah.
Do catapult, 3 shots. Skill 3, so 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
3 more hits.
Okay, so crit roll.
Okay, alright guys.
Doing things.
Alright.
8.
8 is weapon hit.
Good. Ooh.
And then I have the archer.
Now, your archer is skill 2, and I think he's probably got him out in the open because he has cover relative to him. If you let me shoot him, you get the
Yeah, I
shot
was saying
on
you shoot him first, you get him to half structure.
Oh, he's a half structure, but I can get him off the table. So
Go for
because
it.
he's going to be ultra slow next turn.
Yeah,
So
try to
he'll
finish
still
him
be
off,
shooting.
and then I'll focus on the Marauder.
What's my damage output?
On the Marauder, you have 3 at medium.
So skill 3,
Skill 3, 3,
4, 5, 6. I got 2 points of damage, and that is enough to take down the Flashman.
Nice.
Okay, boom. Flashman is dead. All right, so on to you for your archer, I think?
Yep, Archer's got 3 shots, skill 2. You did jump, though. So your team is 2?
Yes.
So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My math is correct, right?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, because he's got cover relative to the King Crab, but not to you. That was awful.
1 hit.
Awful.
It was.
Okay. Is that all for shooting on that side?
Yes.
All right, Grasshopper.
Oh, they get to shoot now?
Yeah.
Great.
Grasshopper, target thing he can destroy. How much life does Trebuchet got?
Trebuchet's got 4 left.
Okay. So that is
Does he have enough to see him?
yeah. I think I can see his torso up.
Okay.
Yep. All right, so we're medium range. Skill 4 because he's got a fire control hit. 5, 6 for range, 7 for cover, 8, 9. So we can get some rolls. You got 3 dice at 9, and it does not say to overheat. So number 9.
Not bad dice.
Crits the green.
Yep. So
2
2 points
hits.
of damage.
And then structure is going to be
Oh, it was ridiculous if it was a freaking boxcar.
8 is weapon hit.
Blew off an arm. All right, Mongoose. The thing with the highest movement on the table. I think that's probably the trebuchet.
No. Highest movement's going to be. Yeah, trebuchet.
Yep. All right, so medium range for a little guy here. So he's got 2 damage, no fire controls, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So go ahead and get 3 or 2 pairs of dice, look for 8s.
She was at 9 for cover from the building.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Up, you're right, 9. Yep.
How many shots? 2?
2. Yep.
Red's crit.
Cool. All
Is
right,
that
so
1?
he's done. No, you need 9s. Yeah, I was off by 1. All right, so we're going to go down to the Flashman. So it's going to be the lowest TMM, which is going to be my Marauder. No, hang on.
Marauder, trebuchet,
Yeah, so-
archer, and king crab.
Then I'll go to the next thing, and it will be Can Destroy. So it'll be Trebuchet. Yep.
Hey, I'd rather hit those guys.
So he's got 1 heat on him. So his skill is currently 3. It's at medium range, so 5. Through wood, 6. 7 for cover, 8, 9 for your TMM. And it says to overheat, so he's going to be rolling 4 dice. So second overheat. So looking for 9s. Nothing.
Wow.
Whiffs. And
Wow.
fun fact, I'm going to grab from over here. He has an engine hit, and the way that the stuff works now,
Oh,
the
that
heat
doubles
application.
He's a shutdown.
He will have. It won't double it. At the end of the turn, he'll gain 1 for taking the crit this turn. So he gained a heat this turn from overheating, which puts him at 2, and he gains 1 from fire, so 3. 1 more shuts him down next
So
turn.
next turn.
Yeah, and he's going to be at a minimum 2 movement next turn, and -1 TMM because he has 2 heat on him, or 2 or more heat. All right, so next.
Well, he's dead though.
Yeah, correct. Sorry.
He's just burning. He's just engulfed.
So
He got so close to the water too.
and the thing that's really funny with that is that tactically speaking, because he was going to die, I should overheat it anyway, and he did.
Yep.
All right, so let's go ahead and do the Rifleman. Can Destroy. So it's going to be the Trebuchet.
Yep.
This might be a long-range shot.
I believe.
It is?
Yep.
Okay, so he's going to have 2. 1, 2. He has skill 2, 6 for range, 7 for the woods, 8 for the building, 10s for TMM. And he got him.
I knew
1
it.
point
I knew
damage.
you'd do that. I knew it. I knew it. Well, he's in structure. Structure hit.
7.
7 is MP.
Slowed him.
He's still in the fight though.
So Crockett can destroy. And he does have long range. So I'm pretty sure that's still going to be long range. Yeah, so it's 25. All right, so Crockett jumped 4 for skill, 8 for range. He's above the woods, 9 for cover, 10, 11s for your thing. So he's unlikely to hit, but this is where I hit with all of them, and we laugh. No, he did try. There were 2 6s in there. Okay, and that's going to leave our Marauder up here. Shoot at the thing at the shortest range. I do not think you can see enough of the catapult. The next thing would be lowest TMM, which is the Marauder, 100%, which relative to him is in the open. All right, so skill 2, 4 for jumping, 5, 6 for range, and it does not say overheat. So 74. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be 3 damage.
Needed 6s?
4, 5, 6. Yep.
So 3 damage on the.
No, he did move. Sorry, I need 7s. There's my team. I thought I had stationary.
So Marauder got 2 hits.
2 hits, correct.
You know, that's probably the worst turn of shooting they've had so far.
Yeah,
And Homeboy's still kicking.
he is kicking. All right, so I think we're into cleanup now.
That'll be turn 5.
Surprisingly went better than I thought it would.
Yeah, them pushing forward was not their best bet, but was fun for the game.
We also rolled better, too.
We did, well, you also rolled really good for the AI, as we've been doing most of the time. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do a quick shuffle for the skirmisher, because I'm out of skirmisher cards here. Reset, and we might as well go ahead and shuffle the brawler and just put it on the bottom of the stack.
It does feel like we're playing against AI, like on Battletech. It really does feel that way.
Okay, so we got our sniper cards and striker. Whatever. He's not going to be alive much longer, so we'll put those onto the bottom. And
something happened for the first time this game. We did not lose a piece that turn.
Yeah, because they've been on par for a unit a turn. All right, so here we go. Got an 8. Got a 9. So they are first. Let's see what we've got as the lowest. What was this? This was a sniper, so I'll put it at the bottom of the sniper stack. All right, so sniper is first, and he jumped. So no heat. I think we do the Crockett first. First, ground movement to 30 inches in line of sight to nearest enemy and woods cover from most.
How's it work since he's on top of a building?
Yeah, that's the thing that's the most goofy. I think we're gonna make a judgment call on this because this happened in my game. You haven't seen it yet. And the problem we have, folks, is when you use this AI thing, they get stuck on buildings when they jump up and then pull a non-jump card and they do stupid stuff. I'm going to make the executive decision to say he's going to make a jump to fulfill whatever he can here. So he's going to go for the second one, jump into woods or cover. He has got a 6, and he can make it to the water, so he's going to jump into the water. That's, again, so golden rule kind of thing, that makes the most sense to try as best as possible to comply. So there we go. And that left us, we were at 5, so it's 4, and we have 5? 5.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to activate 1. And do you think?
I think I'm going to... Well, what should be our next target? Do you want to target the Crockett? Or
I think it might kind of come down to who is where.
Yeah.
The Crockett's got a lot of HP. The Rifleman's going to be the next easiest thing to clear. The Grasshopper's moving real slow right now. He's only got 2 life left, and he is consistently throwing 3 dice out.
I would move the Trebuchet first, because he's going to soak up hits. He's got half movement, and
you know the Grasshopper's got to move away from him anyway, so you can plan relative to that.
Yep, so I can try and line up somewhere, because we kind of want him to eat shots over someone else, so we got to make it hard as possible to hit.
Yep.
So he's going to... doesn't have jump, so the best thing I can do is have cover, leave him in the open. He has to go straight back at like, what, 4 inches?
4 inches.
So he's going to go straight back. He's got nothing really there.
I mean, you know where he's going to go. You can come around the corner over there.
Yeah.
And you'd have cover and you'd still see him because he's going to go 4, which is going to be roughly this direction. Yep. Yep. Tracks to me.
But I want to try and make it where they can shoot him too.
Oh, well then you're
because he's going to soak shots. That's like his best value right now.
Does he have jump jets?
He does not.
Okay.
I wish he did.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You could just walk up on top of the building. I have been treating height stuff, though, for if you're elevated, going over the woods instead of through it for shooting. So I didn't calculate firing through the woods here, because I assume that there's a certain elevation.
It's over the woods. Well, it comes down to who shoots first, too, because he might force someone else to shoot him first.
Yep. Okay. Cool. So next up, the priority we have is a brawler, which is the Flashman, and that's the only brawler we have. So let's go ahead and actually remove those cards because he's gone. So next up is going to be a Skirmisher, which we have the Grasshopper and the Marauder. Let's go ahead and do the Grasshopper because we know he's going to move directly back. And we'll just put the card so we know like what he's going to do for shooting. 4 inches. Looks like it's going to go approximately there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and his TMM is a 1. All right, on to the Kell Hounds. Boom.
Well, Crockett's going to be there for shots purposes.
Mm-hmm.
So I could move my Archer. Or Catapult, actually.
Happy with that?
Yep.
All right, next up for priority is another skirmisher. That's going to be the Marauder. And it says jump to the lowest health enemy has not yet moved.
That has not yet moved?
Yep, has not yet moved. Into woods for most enemies. Oh, sorry, if the lowest health enemy has not yet moved, jump. So the lowest health has.
Did.
So next one, towards lowest health enemy. That's going to be over there.
It's going to be the catapult.
Catapult is almost dead.
He's got 2 pips of damage.
Well, how much does the trebuchet have?
He's got 3, but it says closest.
So towards the lowest health enemy.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. The first one was the other one. So he's going to go 1 to 3, and then he's got 5 left. So he's going to go that way. Yeah, this is one of those, like, yep. They're walking towards dumb stuff now.
They're acting like AI.
Yes, now 100% now they are. All right, so your turn. I can take a quick maneuver for you if you'd like to wait on that King Crab.
Sure, why not?
I think that they're going to prioritize something else. We'll be stationed to maximize damage output.
Oh, yeah, because
Yep.
lowest health.
Most likely is what's going to happen. If they do shoot the Marauder, I can weather this turn probably.
But they'll kill him and then probably target lowest health, which would then be catapult.
Yep. If they
So,
can see him. I think it's going to spread fire, and that's still going to give me best odds of hitting something. So now it's on you.
Forward, stay close to the building.
Oh, actually, no, hang on. Sorry, you did that. The ComStar's team.
Oh, is their turn?
Yeah, because they have 2 left, and you just went. So it's these 2. All right, so next up is, so skirmisher's done. Next up is going to be sniper. That's going to be the rifleman. Stationary if you have woods cover from all enemies and at least one enemy within line of sight.
Does not have wood cover.
It doesn't have jump. Okay, so into line of sight to the lowest health enemy, so that would be the most optimum thing to do that, because he's got line of sight.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so Team M2. And then we go with the rifleman, so it's on to the Kell Hounds.
In the face, I will move to get cover, so I have shots on the rifleman, which is probably the best idea.
Yep. Well, I mean, he's got decent TMM. He's probably, in terms of hitting stuff, he's got the lowest TMM right now.
Does he?
He's got 1. All right, so my last activation for ComStar is going to be the Striker for the Mongoose. It doesn't matter what it is because he's in forced withdrawal, so he's going to have a 3. His movement here is 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's going to be approximately, roughly right there, give or take. So that's his card, and there's his team. Okay.
King Crab.
Got his kind of pick of the litter here for what he wants to go after. we moved forward and then back. We didn't want it. We didn't want it. Did he have line of sight from where he was?
He did.
He could also be stationary. At a skill 1, which we're missing. He's not going to die in 1 turn shooting at this point.
No, he's not.
Yep.
Let's just hunker down. Why not?
Yep. So ComStar lost initiative. We power first. We're going to go ahead and go with that Grasshopper. So on to you. It says at the shortest range, which is going to be the Trebuchet. So he, relative to him, he has a Trebuchet in the open, which is probably what you wanted to make sure maximum stuff could see him to shoot at him. And he's going to have cover from some of the other stuff. So he is skill 4. We're at medium range. So 6. What's your team in?
1.
1. So
2.
2. So 8. He's got 3 dice.
Come on, unit. Let's do it. I need 2 of these 3 to hit. No, I need all 3 to hit, actually. Kill him.
Yeah, close. 2. Crit rolls, I suppose. Oh, 10.
I think it's an engine. Fire control. He's not feeling good.
Okay. Next up, we'll go with the Rifleman. Can destroy. So you'll have
Trebuchet.
probably cover from him. So he's at long range. So 2, 3 for cover, 7 for range, 8, 9 for your TMM, and it already given the cover. So the 9s, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9s. Yep. All right. So he's got 2 dice. Looking for 9s. Ooh. Nope. Ooh. All right. So let's see the Mongoose. Can destroy. He doesn't have long range damage. Can't hit that. So lowest health visible. Can he see the catapult? So this guy.
He can't see enough. You see like
Okay,
flaps.
right. So then next lowest health that he can see
The Marauder.
is the Marauder have less health than the Archer.
It does by 2.
Okay, so it is going to shoot at the Marauder. So the boy here, assuming that is medium range, if it's not, then
It should be medium.
Yeah. So yeah. All right. So he has got a skill 3, 2 for medium, so 5, 6 for cover. So 2 dice, 6s. 2 points of damage.
Of course.
Yeah. All right. The retreating models for them too have been consistently doing decent damage. Marauder. Okay, can destroy. That's going to be the Trebuchet. Yeah. All right. So Marauder. Actually, we'll do him because it's going to be medium range. It makes the most sense. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He jumps to 12s. Actually, he can't. Yeah, 2, 4 for jump. Yep. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, wait. Let's hear me out. Let's count it out because I'm confusing myself. 2 base, jumps up 4, 5, 6 for range, 7 for woods, 8 for building, 9, 10, and then a jump, so 12s. Right?
You did the jump already.
Did? Okay, so 10s then.
Yeah, 10.
Okay, so 10s, medium range, 10s. We'll get him out of the way. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Oh boy.
Look at the 10s. He got one.
1. That killed him.
Crockett. Alright, that is going to leave the Rifleman already shot, so the Marauder, lowest health, is going to be the Marauder over here. So Marauder on Marauder action. This time it does tell me to overheat. So he's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Skill 2, 4 for range, 5 for the building.
You give him a TMM too?
He didn't move. He's stationary.
Oh, okay.
Which, again, AI-wise, that's a actually smart thing to do because it's the easiest thing to hit. No crit, but that is going to be 4 damage on the Marauder.
You needed 6s?
So 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yep. So 5s would do it. But the other one was a 3.
You said 3 hits?
4 damage.
4. Structure?
Ugh. Oh, God. Why are my lance mates the ones dying, John? 4.
Fire control.
All right. So now to the Kell Hounds to fire. What will we do?
I'll do Trebuchet first, since he's
Yep. Do you want to just try to get the grasshopper off the
I'll say,
table?
what does he have left?
2? But his retreating fire is still equal
Trebuchet on
to
the
ours.
grasshopper. Trebuchet on the grasshopper. He didn't overheat because he's dead anyway.
Yep.
So that's 2 shots. Skill 4. I have a fire control, but that was recent. Weapons. Yep. So 2 damage while overheating. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, he got one.
hit.
Crit roll.
Yep.
6.
I think 6 is weapon hit.
Boom. Okay. Boom. Ha! You lost a lance mate.
I did.
Oh, it took long enough.
All right. Let's see. Marauder is probably our best target.
Easiest one to hit for sure. He's got a skill or team of 1, and he's got trees and he's got water, so they're both 3s, and he's a 3.
All right. So King Crab on the Marauder. I remained stationary,
You did.
so it gives me a skill 2.
So he's at long range.
Is that long range?
Yeah, it's long range.
But Crockett's medium range.
Can he see the Crockett?
Yeah, I can see the
Okay.
Crockett. But I still have 4 shots at long range. Remaining stationary would give me a
Skill 1, right?
skill 2.
So you're 3 base.
Right. So
Yep.
he's 6. I need 7s to hit the Marauder.
Still better, because it's gonna he's got a 1, and then he would have it might be a wash. Yeah, because if you were at short or medium range, it'd be -2, but then he's got 1 more team and he's got water, so it's the
It's the same for both.
Yep.
And these will be focusing Marauder more than likely.
Yep, I think focusing fire makes sense.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yep.
All right, so
Water it is.
King Crab on the Marauder. I got 4 shots.
was 7, wasn't it?
Oh, yep. Looks like 4 damage.
4 hits.
All right. Whoop. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right.
Good job, King Crab.
Yeah, I mean, a couple more shots like that, you might take some material off the board.
Catapult. I'll do Archer on the Marauder.
Mm-hmm.
He's got skill 2, 3, 4,
5.
5. And he's got 3 shots. Two.
Boom, boom, he's out of armor. Can the catapult see enough of them to hit him?
That's what I was looking at.
Yeah, I think it's going to be sus.
I don't think so. I can throw shots on the grasshopper and clear it.
Yeah, let's see if that's long or short. And yeah, it's definitely going to be through the trees. So that's going to be long range and nicking trees.
So if I were to do that, it would be 7, 8, 9.
Still not terrible. How many dice do you have at long range?
2.
You only technically need 1 to hit. That might be a better Hail Mary than the Crockett, because the Crockett's only 1 damage. If you get 1, 9, that's because he's going to move 4. He's going to go this way.
We need him off because
he's going to keep rolling dice until he's off the table.
9s.
Oh man, I saw that 8.
I know.
All right, so my Marauder here, he's going to put fire into their Marauder. Do I have overheat?
Marauder has overheat 1.
All right, so I'm skill 3.
Yes.
So 2, and so 2, 3, 4, 5, and I have 3 damage.
Yes.
Okay, we are going to overheat for 1. For 4 damage, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Need 5s. And you see, this is why we do it, because we don't know which one that would have been, but 3 of them hit, which was just enough to kill the Marauder.
Nice.
Boom, boom, boom. So he's down, and we will have a heat on us. Goodbye, Marauder. All right, so in the cleanup phase here,
We lost the trebuchet.
we did, but we did take...
Which was, we expected that.
Yeah, we got something off the table this turn at least, which was nice.
And we have 2 things heading off the table, so we're really just contending with 2 solid killers.
Yeah. Oops, sorry, the mongoose. And yep, so he gone.
And if we angle correctly, we're going to ignore the grasshopper because he has to start going around the building.
Yeah, so you're going to be going this way.
Yep.
All right, so I think we are into turn 6 initiative.
Yes.
Here we go. ComStar. 6.
8.
All right, ComStar is
Good.
first. They have 5 units remaining. We have 4.
Yeah.
So we're going to be going to 4. Let's see what we've got here. So it's
They have 4 units.
1, 2, 3. Oh, what is it for? Oh, because we saw some Marauder. Sorry, so down 3. So the lowest priority here is going to be a skirmisher. He's off, so that is going to be the grasshopper going first, and it's just going to be his. So this one does say to jump, so we will jump. All the others have been ground, so we just walked far away. So 4, and we'll angle it just enough for him to be able to get behind. All right.
I think we should angle to where he can't shoot us as best as possible.
That is fair. I'll let you move a dude, because my Marauder's going to be a little slow. I got a 6 move right now.
And they're going to target the Marauder too.
Okay.
Because he's got the lowest health.
They probably will, yes. This is one of those, that's why this is covered, so we don't technically know.
No.
But you can assume that it's going to be like, lowest health can destroy, and then start going from there. And
Mongoose has to go out.
He's technically going to be next.
I will actually move my king crab up to where grasshopper can't see him. Actually, he's gonna hunker down.
Yep. I mean, at this point, they have a hard time focus firing.
Well, my only concern is his range.
I think that, they might. You've got the Crockett in medium range, yeah? So at least you're guaranteed. He's walking out. It's only the rifleman. The only one you don't have is the rifleman.
And I have long range, too, so I'm going to hunker down.
I think it's good. So it's going to have the Mongoose going next, and he has got 8 move. So he's going to go to there, approximately.
Does he have long range?
No, he's got medium.
So he has no long range?
No.
So
he might be.
He's out of the fight.
So 3. Yeah, at this point.
All right, good.
Okay. So that brings us down to 2 and our turn. I think you take, if you move the archer before my marauder, I can rotate and switch sides with you and get cover relative to him and still get a TMM because we're gonna have to like shimmy around.
Would you want to switch with the catapult so it's a quicker move over and I can move him on the other side?
Yeah, and that also means that I might be able to lock off the rifleman. Yeah, fair enough.
The Crockett's not moved yet.
Nope, neither has the rifleman.
I'd rather have better shots with the archer anyway. So catapult has movement of 8 jump.
You could walk through my guy though, because like your friendly units don't block movement.
So I will put right there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because the crocodile isn't gone, so you can move out alongside of you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
mean, that's going to screw up your archer a bit, or your catapult having to do that, because then he might like get shot with no cover. Not the end of the world, but if they both focus, that might be rough.
I'll get to where I can see the Crockett, but not the grasshopper.
Fair.
That way, in case he moves forward, better shots. In case not, then the rifle might move up and still have cover, but I'll have shots.
Okay. So next up, this will be the rifleman as the sniper. Stationary if no enemies within 12 and at least one enemy within line of sight. And he does have that. So stationary it is.
For the rifleman?
Okay. So it's on us. I'll move the marauder here. He's got a 6. And relative to him, should be able to shimmy for a shot. Okay.
And then archer.
No, it's on us.
Yep.
So Crockett.
Crockett. Where does he go?
Did I grab the skirmisher? I did grab the sniper. Cool. So Crockett. So jump if enemies within 12. Nope. Onto highest elevation. So he's jumping back to where he was.
Okay.
Okay. So team M2. Boom. Okay. That one was not the most strategic thing he could have done.
So are we going to target the Crockett or the rifleman? I think Crockett, because he has no shots on rifleman. We could focus the Crockett.
Yep, I would focus fire and everything.
All right, I'm going to. There we go. So the grasshopper will have shots if I stay there.
Yeah, but you're fresh.
And it's through cover, like, yeah.
And he's only got 2 damage right now because he took a weapon hit
Is his
last turn.
MP, or is to hit is worse?
He's got a hit roll he's got a skill of 4. He's got 1 less damage, so now starting his shooting he'll do 2.
I think that's probably long range for him too. Yeah, it's long range. All right, right there's good.
Okay. All right, so ComStar shoots first.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Grasshopper can destroy. The only thing he can shoot at is the archer, so that's who he will fire at. So he's a 4, 8 for range, 9 for the trees, 10 for the thing, and your team member is 1. 11, so 11 on 2 dice.
I saw the 6 and the 5, man.
So Rifleman, the only thing he could see enough of to shoot is the King Crab.
Yep.
So he's going to be at long range. He's stationary, so 1. Long range is 4, so 5, and you're stationary, so 5s. Here we go. 2 damage.
I'll take 2.
Yeah, I mean, that's nothing to him. It's a scratch. This is but a scratch.
Prove doesn't battle.
Yeah. Crockett is going to aim at Can Destroy, which is going to be the Marauder. Should be medium range, I would assume. We can check it to make sure. That might actually be out. Yep, so it's long range. Okay, so he's going to have a skill 2, 4 for jumping, 8 for range, 9 for building, 10 for TMM. So 1, 2, and 3, and needs no overheat. No hits. It is on you.
All right. I'll do catapult on the Crockett first. That should be should be short range for the catapult.
It's gonna be long range.
Yep.
Yeah, because he was at long range on the Marauder.
All right, catapult's got 2 shots at long range.
He had medium before he moved.
Yep. Yeah. All right. So 3, 7, 8, 9.
Yep.
It's not terrible.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the grasshopper.
Mm-hmm.
Got one.
On the
Archer, King Crab, and Marauder. So do Archer on the Crockett. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be skill 2,
I think these are all long range.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, did you calculate medium or long?
Long.
That should definitely be wrong. Long.
Yeah, it's at long.
Yeah, so he's 2, right?
Yeah.
So 6. Yeah, you got it. 7, 8. I don't know what I was thinking of.
3 shots at long.
Yep. My
Ooh.
God.
2 6s and a 7.
Yep.
Oh, that didn't happen. King Crab.
Mm-hmm.
He did hunker down.
Mm-hmm.
So, but skill at 2.
Yep.
Long range is 4, so 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
He's got 4 shots at long range. I got 1 hit.
Oh my God. All right. So I think that's it for shooting.
Marauder hasn't shot yet.
Marauder had to shoot. Oh no, he didn't. He shot the Marauder. That's fair.
You did overheat though.
I did. What's my long range damage on the Marauder?
Long range on Marauder is a 3.
I think we clear heat because we've barely scratched him, and I'd rather have the heat off.
Yep.
So to the cleanup.
Turn 7.
I'm going to pause for a moment because I'm going to have to change SD cards. Because for whatever reason, like that has 7 minutes left on it. That one's probably okay. And that one's probably, but I'm going to pause and watch change. For whatever reason, the big one just chews through them.
To get a fresh beverage.
Yep.
That damn grasshopper's hanging in there.
He has consistently been annoying with his slow move and rolling dice. Alright, so we're going into turn 7 here. Initiative roll for ComStar. We have gotten an 8.
3.
Alright, so we have 4 minis on the table for the Kell Hounds and technically 4 minis for ComStar, but one of them is going to be walking off this turn. So ComStar is up first with a 3.
You mean Kell Hounds?
Sorry, yes, my bad. The fog of war has sunk in.
Alright, so Catapult's got a 8 jump move.
Mm-hmm.
He will actually shimmy over here.
Okay. Alright, so Crockett will be the sniper. So this is ground move to 24 for the nearest enemy. Alright, so we're going to make the executive decision to say he jumps into the water because he can't ground move off that building. There's probably rules in there for like falling off the building, folks, but I think that would be stupid and not smart, and I don't think AI would be that stupid.
Alright, Crab's going to hunker down.
Okay. So now it's down to us.
So 3 turns where he's hunkered down, he's a shimmy little hole in the ground.
Next up is going to be the striker for this little fella, and he's going to walk off the table because he's got an 8 move and he was on the edge. So strikers are gone. Mongoose is off the table. And that's going to be 2 left for us. It's on to the Kell Hounds. You want me to move?
I can move.
Okay.
I'll just get cover here.
Next up, because priority is going to be the sniper for the rifleman. Stationary if only 1 enemy is within line of sight. Nope. Stationary if you have woods. Yep, he does. So stationary. You got woods or cover from all enemies. See, that makes sense for snipers. All right, so we have 1 left, and it is Kell Hound's turn, which is me.
Yep.
How much life has he got left?
He has 4 structure. Has 6. So 1 more point of damage, and he goes to retreat.
This is going to be really tough because
They're going to target him.
Yeah, I mean, he's currently in a position where he can only be shot at by the Crockett or the Grasshopper. The Grasshopper does have long range. I can move here for cover.
Trying to split fire, force him to shoot other targets as well, because they'll target the catapult if they can't hit him.
Yeah, so we'll have enough. We're going to split the difference here to, I don't want to like eyeball it, but for people in YouTube land, he's going to be assumed to be enough over to see the Crockett, but not see enough of the Grasshopper because if he is closer in, he should be able to see him as he slices the pie before he sees the Grasshopper. So that is what we're going to do.
Can the Ruffman see him?
No.
Good.
Because the building's in the way.
Perfect.
Yep. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have done that. Otherwise, he would just black me off the table. All right, so last up is going to be the Skirmisher, which is the Grasshopper, and it does indeed say jump on his movement. He's in force withdrawal, but he is going to jump, and he has got a 4 jump.
He's hopping.
Yeah.
I think Grasshopper's a hopping.
Yeah. So there we go. He still has long range shots, so he might be able to hit something.
His skill's terrible, though.
R4. All right, so shooting, and it's Kell Hounds. We won the initiative.
I can go first with the catapult.
Okay.
Yeah, the catapult first. Catapult on the Crockett.
Yep.
He's got... Is that long range?
That's medium.
That's
He jumped into medium. Yep, so he's approximately 19.5-ish.
All right, 3 shots. It's going to be skill 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So hang on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and he's in 1-inch water, so 8's because he gets obscurity.
Okay.
Yep.
1 hit.
Okay. Okay.
I'll take it.
All right.
That's him. I can do the king crab next.
Yep, do you think?
That is medium as well. 4 shots. He hunkered down. Skill down to 1. Medium range. That's going to be a 3.
He's skilled 2 base?
Yeah.
I thought that was
Oh,
partial.
no, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so we go down to a 2.
He went down to 2.
Yeah, 2, medium range of 4, 5, 6, 7 for the water. Mm-hmm. Still a good roll.
4 shots.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3.
3. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. What you got left? Was that it?
Archer.
Okay. Do you think?
Archer is going to shoot at the Crockett. Skill 2.
Yep. So 7s.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7s.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got, I believe, 3 shots. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to bother overheating. No need for that right now.
Yep.
1, 2, 2 hits.
2. Is his armor.
All right. I'll leave the structure to you.
Yep. So my Marauder, he has 3 base.
Yeah, 3 base, skill 3.
2.
You do have a fire control hit, though.
Oh, when did I get critted? It sucks.
You're in structure.
Yeah, I know.
So last turn you got that.
Yeah, alright. So he's at skill 5.
Yep.
So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to go for broke. He's going to overheat because I can just back away.
Mm-hmm.
But if for some reason I spike this, we put him in a force withdrawal. So we're going to try. Might as well maximize damage before he hides. We hit absolutely nothing.
It's worth a shot.
Not even 1. It was worth the shot. Alright, so ComStar's turn. Grasshopper. Let's see what you got. Line of sight 2. I think it's probably going to be the Marauder. I can see them, but the Marauder's going to be a thing he can destroy. So it's going to be at long range. So he's got a 4, 8 for long range. Not going through any trees.
10s.
9, 10. Yep, you're correct. And so he's got 2. Here we go, Grasshopper. Close. We're just blowing the roads all over the place. All right, go down the line. Go with the Crockett. Can destroy. That is going to be the Marauder as well. It is not. Doesn't matter because it didn't have overheat anyway. So he is skill 2. He jumps so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what? Oh, because that was before the Grasshopper moved. Okay. So I moved it so I could slice the pie. Yep. All right. 1, 2. Yep. Is he
Structure.
dead? Is he in force withdrawal now?
He is now.
Oh. He's dead!
Ammo hit. He does not have case. Yeah, he's dead.
Oh no! My lance is gone! Boom! Unbelievable.
Hey, post. You got the little boom, all right?
I wish I had the cinematics for it. Unbelievable. All right, so Rifleman. So Ken Destroy is going to be the catapult. All right, so now I think it's going to be long range. So he has got a base of 2, stationary 1. Long range is going to be 5, 6 for TMM, 7 for cover. So 2 with 7. Here we go. And this technically would overheat if he had it, but he doesn't. And of course he would hit 2.
On who?
The
Catapult. That's right, because Marauder's dead.
Yeah, we couldn't see the Marauder anyway.
Okay.
All right, so we're into the cleanup. So turn 8, I think?
Yeah.
So this started off a little bit sketchy, but it has turned a little bit. It's been a little closer than I think we might have expected based on the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, first couple rounds were rough.
Yeah, losing 1 a turn is brutal. All right, initiative. They got a 7.
8.
ComStar is first, so sniper, 2 snipers, and a skirmisher. So priority sniper, we're going to go with the rifleman first. Doesn't have jump. Oh, it's the first one. So standard move to 42 inches from all enemies and fewest enemies in line of sight. So if he moves to here.
That's tough because no one's moved yet.
Yeah, so actually it would end up having to be here to lock down only that guy. It's the only way he can get one guy in line of sight. So it will be him. Team move 2. And that is going to be on you. So we have 2 left.
Catapult's going to go right here.
Next up for priority is going to be skirmisher. While you're doing your do. And he got a 4. Straight up. You know I got a widget for these things, folks. Alright. And it's 2 and 1 rather. Okay, so it is to the Kell Hounds.
The old Crockett, what are you gonna do, big guy? What are you gonna do?
He has been wreaking havoc.
What's he got left?
7. It's all structure.
So, grasshopper cannot see me. I can see those 2. Okay.
And last one. Stationary if no enemies within 18 and at least 1 is in line of sight.
That's him. Guess he's hunkering down.
Yep. And I'm just going to put this so we don't forget because he does have +1 for being in the woods.
And then
Or in the water.
Based. Because that grasshopper could suck it.
Alright. So that is going to leave us firing first because we lost initiative with the ComStar forces. And that is most definitely long range. So he's going to take a shot at the king crab. I can see him in the open. So 2, 6 for range, 7 for TMM. Where's the other blue die? Oh, it's right here. Here we go, rifleman. 1 damage. Okay. Crockett, it says can destroy, so that's going to have him shooting at the catapult. So he's going to be skill 1. So 3, 4, 5. He did whiff.
Wow. Just 2, huh?
2 damage.
Almost crit, though.
I did.
You're in structure?
Warming it up for the ComStars. No, so 6.
Weapon here.
Alright, it's on you. I got nothing left on that side, so my dudes is dead.
Alright, catapult on the Crockett.
Oh, Crockett.
Let's go 3. So I'm going to go and overheat 1 before I lose a weapon. Take advantage of that.
Yep.
So that gives me 4 shots.
Skill what?
Skill 3.
So 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3 hits.
Alright, you got a crit roll. 8.
6.
Really?
Oh, 8. Yeah, 8. 8 is, what is it, MP? No, weapon hit.
Bonk.
Okay.
Whip on hit.
Next up is going to be Archer on the Crockett. Skill 2.
Yep. Should be 5s.
So don't forget he's got overheat. Yeah, it should be 5s.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I'm not going to overheat.
How much damage do you do?
I do 3.
Okay.
What does he have left?
4. 4?
I'm overheat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because like that lets the king crab fire at the rifleman. Because that's the only thing the king crab could. Well, the king crab can see both. The archer can't.
I need 5s, right?
So your base 2, 3, 4, 5s. Yep.
Yeah, Morgan Kell's going to clear the field.
Do it. That is all.
That's it.
That
That
was worth the heat.
Yeah. I think Kell's taking out 3 max.
Just rub it in.
Well, he's leading his squad. He should be doing that.
He let me die. My lance. They're dead.
I'm sorry you were easiest to kill.
Alright, king crab, long range shots on the rifleman.
Alright. I got overheat 2, but we'll not do that.
Do you have OVL?
Huh?
Do you have OVL as an ability?
Wouldn't it?
So you can't do it at long range then.
Okay.
Overheat short and medium. If you have OVL, it'll let you overheat.
Gotcha. Alright, so 4 shots. Skill 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right?
Where's the extra one? So you 3,
You
4,
have
5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh,
you, you did like a +1 twice.
Got 4 shots long range. I'll take that. 8s.
Let's see, 1.
1.
The rifleman. This. Alright, so we are in the cleanup. The forces for the ComStar have now, I think, officially been repelled. That is currently what the writing on the wall is dictating is going to happen here, but we will see if the rifleman can pull out some kind of crazy shenanigans here.
Your turn already?
Is going to turn 9. Initiative?
6.
7.
Alright. What's the movement for the grasshopper?
4. You won't be off the table this time.
Oh my god. This guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So 3, 2, 2. Okay. So he's next. So he's going to be moving 4. Where? Okay. And then that's a skirmisher, so he's over here. Okay.
Catapult, you're not looking too
And
hot.
you got to move your last 2 because you got numbered by 1 or by 2. How's the catapult looking structure-wise?
He's got 4 structure left.
Yep.
But I use him as a target.
Oh, you can.
8.
Pull that secret sniper card that says hide. I'm going to get one where it's... Well, actually, if he comes in the line of sight, the stationary one probably won't work. We'll see what comes up for him. Most likely going to have him walking into the woods. That's probably what it's going to tell me to do.
Pulse. And then Archer.
Sterling. Laura! I don't know if you like that show.
I've not watched it.
Oh, man. I've watched a lot of Archer. Oh, so your Archer's hoping I walk out then.
We'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm. Stationary if you have woods recover from all enemies and at least 1 in line of sight. Yep. Cool.
Alright.
Which I think is just the king crab.
Just a king crab.
Alright, so when it comes to shooting, let's get the widget here. Alright, so it's going to go both ways because it's over 3.
Yep.
So we both get the +1. Alright, so I'm going to just put a 2 here so remember because I have building obscurity and then woods.
Is that medium range?
Yes, I'm pretty sure it's medium range. We can verify for the folks at home. And yes, is indeed medium range.
Alright.
Okay.
4 shots.
Mm-hmm. Skill 3.
3.
4, 5, 6, 7.
6, 7. 1, 2, 3 hits.
3.
Almost a crit.
Yeah. Okay, so rifleman, 1, 2, 3. He's got 1 armor left. All right, so we're gonna go get the grasshopper out of the way because I think he's got long range shots on you. Yep. I'm not even measure. He should have it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to have a 4, range 8, 9, 10. It's your last shot for the game. Close.
Watch him crit and just.
That would have been so funny. It would have been so funny if his last shot's like, boom, middle finger to the king crab. All right, and then the rifleman, he's skill 2. He's stationary, so skill 1. We're at medium range, so 3. Woods is 4, 5 for your human. And you have 4 damage, so 5s. That is going to be 4 damage. And then I think we go into turn 10 for the final turn of the game. The grasshopper's still here, but we know he's walking off. So 2 and 2, or 2 and 3, and let's go ahead and roll it off. Almost.
Wow.
All right. Wow.
Wow.
All right. So you're up.
Yep. Catapult. I do have jump. Okay. And they didn't fire.
So
Right.
they would clear heat.
Yep.
Yeah.
How convenient.
Mm-hmm.
We'll jump though.
Yeah, because you've been slowed by walking through that stuff. Plus the extra TMM is probably helpful.
Yes, it will be. Actually, can I jump into? I'll just jump right here.
Yep. That's what I would do.
So add 1.
All right. So
I actually got 2 because it's gonna be 3 for the.
Yep. Skirmisher, it doesn't much matter. He's walking off the table. So now you get your last 2, and then a rifleman goes.
We'll just move forward.
Yep. Gets TMM and the trees. Sniper. And lo and behold, he gets the stationary again. So,
Archer.
oh, technically Archer would move first, but it doesn't matter. Don't matter. All right, you shoot first.
Yep. All right. Let's do catapult. He's gonna overheat because why not? Gives him 3 shots.
Oh, okay.
4 shots actually overheating.
Isn't he -1 damage?
Yes. So 3 shots.
Yep. 'Cause you overheated that one time to lower it. Yep.
So 4. No 3.
He jumps a 5,
5.
6, 7, 8 for the building. Still not bad. See
2 hits.
these. Yep. All right. So you got
Structure.
a structure. Yep. Correct.
3.
Ooh. Yep. Do not remember what the 3 is.
I think that's engine, isn't it? Yep. Engine hit.
Okay.
Let's do Archer.
So he's 2 base.
2 base.
So 3 for the woods, 5, 6 in range, 7 for the building.
And an overheat 1.
Mm-hmm.
You got 7? Wow. Wow.
Oh boy, that was funny.
King Crab.
So it should be 7s because he's not firing through the woods and his skill's
Yeah.
1 higher.
So he's got 4 shots base.
No 6s because he's not firing through the woods.
Overheat 2.
Rifleman.
Said 6s?
Mm-hmm. So do 3. You
Yep.
move forward and then the other side.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah, he's dead.
4, 5. Every 1 hit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 6 right into him.
All right. What's the life total on the catapult?
The catapult has 4 structure left.
What does the king crab have?
He's got 7 total.
All right, so the rifleman's final shot for the game is going to be into the catapult. It's going to be skill 1 because he didn't move, 3 for range, and then you added your things to 6s. 1, 2, 3, and 4. He's just going to do this to see if he can put a hurting on you before he's gone. And yeah, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. No, do I need 4 to kill him?
You needed 4 to kill him.
Yeah, so 1 missed because he was at a 1, 2, 3, 6s. So
roll your structure.
Yeah, so give me the explosion because it'll be funny. Oh, 5.
5 is
nothing
no
of
crit.
import. Yep.
Blew right through.
Cool. A boom! ComStar has been routed, but some of the lighter mechs relative to these, made it off the table to tell the tale of the Kell Hounds. Kell Hounds blowing them apart. And just like that, guys, the Kell Hounds have routed the ComStar forces. The game looked like the writing was on the wall on like turn 3 or so.
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, so like there was like a mecha turn that was going down. Unfortunately, they were my mechs that I was controlling. And I honestly thought that I might have made the list a little bit too strong. But it did turn like it did when I played the AI by myself. So the Kell Hounds pull out a victory. ComStar forces that walked off the table, lore-wise, would have gone back to let HQ know something is going on here. But that said, what did you think of the Aces mechanics? Thoughts?
It feels like you're actually playing AI on the PC. Like
Yeah.
it was a challenge. Once you've learned how it thinks, it makes it a little easier, but it doesn't make it any less relenting.
Yeah, I think your comment earlier about us hiding behind buildings to bait them is viable, but I think at that point we're abusing the AI, and then we're choosing a system that's designed for us to enjoy a game mechanic ourselves without having to play against each other. If you're playing solo or co-op, if you abuse it that way, what are you doing? That's kind of defeats the purpose. So we played it out like we were trying to play like a real game and not be cheese balls against an AI. So I thought that was cool. Now, your opinion, I'll share mine. I think with the game or the system the way it is, I think getting the ComStar level 6 in was cool. I think that this would start to break down if you field more than that. So what are your thoughts on if you fielded like 2 lances?
2 lances would take a lot longer,
Yep.
a lot more complicated. And if you have like one person controlling a lance, let's say 2 people and they're both using a deck, that's good. But I think anything more than a lance or so is going to be on the time-consuming side.
Yeah. Because like the amount of space I was using, the real estate for the cards to put it all out for 6 models, if we were running 8 or more, like you need so much space to do it, and it's so much more management. I think the level 2 for ComStar is viable. It's on the upper end of what I would recommend. I think a star is where it really shines. That's like the maximum where it doesn't feel too time consuming. I also think that was probably by design. Like they're probably looking at these box sets, and it's clan versus Intersphere usually these days. So you end up with 2 lances for the players to control and 1 star for the AI, which is just over a 50% model difference.
Also on this is I feel more geared towards players that know what they're doing.
Yeah.
If you're a novice, you're just first going into it, this is going to blow you away.
So to that end, we didn't explain the full rules because I just went in and just full bore. We just started playing. There are rules in the packet that recommend how you would play as a new player, and it would involve adjusting pilot skills or point levels. So if you're a new player, the AI might have like 75% of the points you do, so you outnumber them. And if you're a veteran player and you want to challenge, they may end up having like 125 or 150%. So like you start skewing the numbers or the skills so that you have to outplay them. So if this was a novice, someone new to learning the rules, we probably would have went with lighter stuff. You wouldn't have been dealing with skill 2s. We probably would have had an advantage skill-wise and unit-wise to do the game. I think for veterans of Alpha Strike, that's never going to come up.
No.
They're never going to want to play against the AI if the AI has already got a hamstring. But if you are new and you're playing fresh out of the box for Alpha Strike and you happen to pick up the Aces stuff when it comes out, I think it's probably going to be good for you to learn the game, especially if you're playing by yourself and you want to learn before you go somewhere or just want to have like a board game that you're learning to then play with your friends or family. I think that's
or just test your armies out before a competition too.
Yeah, that's true. The only problem with that, though, which we've discussed,
Objectives.
is there's no mechanic for how they would score objectives, and I'm not sure how you would balance that. AI that knows roughly what to do and when to do it against shooting stuff is pretty good. A lot of especially the snipers, I feel like that deck was dialed in pretty good. Like a lot of times they took a stationary action that was actually pretty viable, especially when they had stuff in front of them, or like the rifleman was kind of screwed at that point, but he got to sit back and snipe quite a bit, which felt right.
He played his role.
But trying to go after objectives, I don't know how you would balance that in. I feel like you'd have to have something specifically tailored, and it might start to break down. Unless Catalyst puts out their own objective packet, and they've play tested with that. If you're going to an event where they're making up their own, it's going to break. But if they're like, hey, here's these 3 scenarios from the Alpha Strike book, we've designed the Aces deck to work with those 3 scenarios, then it might be viable. So, but yeah, in general, as we sign off, did you enjoy that? Would you play that again?
Yeah,
or try
that again, for sure.
One other thing, I didn't think of this, because you have a little one. Do you think this would be fun for you to play with your kid and help him learn the game, or be able to play something with him and him not have to worry about mechanics because you're able to do a thing?
This would be viable, I feel, for him once he has a better understanding. I think the the play cards.
Mhm.
We've done on the previous match before to where, okay, this unit goes next. This unit goes next. That turn cookie cutter kind of format would be better for younger players to learn the initial, I guess, how the game goes.
Oh, you're talking about the initiative cards, yeah.
Yes.
The other thing I think that would be very helpful for introducing a new player or playing with a kid, even if they're struggling to learn the rules and you're trying to introduce it to them, you as dad are not beating up on kid in a game. Like I used to play with my dad as a kid. We played Risk and Stratego, and I lost every time because I didn't know what I was doing. But at this point, you're playing cooperatively with your son and being able to like maybe explain tactics, and he's learning something from dad.
Stuff.
Yeah, he's like, oh, dad did this, and you're like, why? He's like, oh, this makes sense, and he's kind of learning as he goes. And I think that is pretty cool because you're doing it and learning it together.
And the initiative that takes away the extra pressure of when things are going. It tells you when to move things. So it makes things simpler.
Yeah, which, that would be a fun thing to try with this too. What if we introduced the initiative to this and did not have a roll, so then everything's random? That would be
pretty wild.
That would be very close to probably harebrained schemes because you have an initiative order. It's based on like your weight class, but things kind of alternate. So with this, it could be interesting, to see how that would turn out.
Might see it down the line.
Yeah. So yeah. That said, folks, I had a blast playing this with John today. Hopefully he will come out and play some more. I'm really looking forward to Catalyst putting out the official Aces stuff. Hopefully it makes it through beta and becomes a viable product, or at the very least, if they put out more beta rules and cards I can print, I will make more and we'll put more on the channel. That's it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed. As always, keep rolling your dice, keep painting your models, and we will catch you guys next time.
See ya.
Thank you for watching that video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you've made it this far, then you're here at the end of the video, and let's take a moment to talk about my mission here on YouTube. If you're new here, you may not know this, and if you're sitting here listening to this, well, it's a recap anyway. But one of the goals I have here on YouTube is to put out a positive message, a light in the dark, a beacon for those that are looking for a hobby, something that is meaningful and fun for them. In that case, I focused highly on Battletech. I enjoy playing the game, I enjoy painting the movies, I enjoy rambling, I enjoy hanging out with you guys. If you like what I do here, you want to help support that, I highly encourage you guys to maybe consider checking out my Patreon page. A lot of the stuff that's going on over there is stuff that's focused on the community, engaging with you guys to bring you together along with myself to help you learn to paint, maybe do some paint-alongs together instead of just teaching, but more of a hangout type session, or even sometimes to do some online gaming. If you're interested in picking up anything Battletech related at all, check out Fortress Miniatures and Games, big sponsor of the channel. Support Bobby helps support me. And finally, if you want to help support me at my day job, you can pick up some products from Death Designs, whether that's a branded widget for the Arm Picture channel, some of our terrain, maybe some of our third-party minis. And if you enjoy painting minis, check out my hobbies. Their acrylic line is my favorite paint. I've got a coupon and a link down in the description below. All three of those options, including Patreon, help support what I do and help ensure that I can continue to try to bring content to you guys, the viewers. I love what I do. I want to keep doing this for as long as I can. With your support, maybe we can make that happen. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in. As always, keep painting your guys, keep rolling your models. Keep rolling your dice, keep painting your models, and I'll catch you guys next time. If you guys are still sitting here watching this, let's take a moment to put a pop-up here to showcase those wonderful Patreon supporters here. We'll let that scroll here, and thank you so much for supporting what I do. That's super awesome. I really do appreciate that.